Before we begin, take 1 second to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications, because the coin in your pocket today could be the story that surprises you tomorrow. Now imagine this. You are sitting at home, maybe after dinner, sorting through an old jar of coins you've had for years. Coins you never really looked at closely. Among them is a simple 5-cent coin dated 2001. You've seen it 100 times before. You might even think it's boring. But what if I told you that this ordinary-looking Jefferson nickel has a story, a history, and in some rare cases, a value that can shock even experienced collectors? The 2001 5-cent Jefferson nickel was produced at a time when America was quietly changing. It was the final era before the famous westward journey nickels arrived, and it represents the last chapter of a long-running design that many people took for granted. Older collectors, especially those who lived through the 1960s, 70s, and 80s, often remember these coins as everyday money. Gas stations, grocery stores, coffee counters. Nobody saved them on purpose. That's exactly why some examples are now so difficult to find in top condition. This coin features Thomas Jefferson on the front, a design that had already been in use for decades. His portrait may look familiar, but look closely. The details matter. The sharpness of the hair, the clarity of the eye, the clean lines of the lettering. Over time, small changes in minting pressure and die condition created differences that only careful eyes can catch. For collectors in their 50s, 60s, and beyond, this kind of detail brings back memories of craftsmanship, when coins felt solid and meaningful. On the back of the coin is Monticello, Jefferson's historic home. Again, most people never looked twice at it. But collectors do. The steps, the windows, the roofline, and the spacing of the letters all tell a story. In some 2001 nickels, the strike is weak. In others, it is incredibly strong. That difference can mean everything when it comes to value. The 2001 Jefferson nickel was struck at more than one mint. Coins from different mints can look nearly identical at first glance, but under magnification, the differences become clear. Some were struck with fresher dies, producing sharper details. Others were struck at just the right moment when pressure, metal flow, and alignment came together perfectly. Those coins are rare, not because few were made, but because few survived without wear. Many men in the 55 to 65 age group remember a time when people checked their change. Not because they were collectors, but because money mattered. Today, that habit can pay off. A 2001 nickel that was never circulated, never spent, and never scratched can be far more valuable than its face value suggests. Condition is everything. A coin that looks average is worth 5 cents. A coin that looks almost perfect can be worth hundreds. But a coin that is truly exceptional, one that looks as if it just left the mint, can reach astonishing levels at auction. These are the coins collectors compete for. These are the coins that end up locked away in protective holders, discussed in hushed tones among serious numismatists. There are also special varieties that make the 2001 Jefferson nickel even more interesting. Some coins show doubling in the lettering or date. This is not damage. It is a minting error that happened during the creation of the die itself. To the untrained eye, it may look like a small blur. To a collector, it can mean a dramatic increase in value. Other examples may show unusual surface textures, die cracks, or off-center strikes. These mistakes were not supposed to leave the mint, yet a small number did. Each one tells a story of a moment when the minting process was not perfect. Collectors love these stories because they are frozen in metal. What makes this especially exciting for older viewers is the idea that you may already own one of these coins. You don't need to buy anything. You don't need to visit a website. All you need is time, patience, and a good light. Look at the date. Look at the details. Compare one coin to another. You may notice things you never noticed before. The year 2001 itself adds another layer of interest. It was a turning point year in American history. Coins from that year have emotional significance for many people. When history and rarity come together, collectors pay attention. Emotional connection often drives value just as much as technical perfection. Many men who collect coins later in life say the same thing. They wish they had paid attention sooner. But the truth is, it's never too late. Coins don't expire. A 2001 nickel today is the same coin it was the day it was made. The only thing that changes is our understanding of it. Imagine holding a coin that millions of people ignored, while only a handful were preserved in pristine condition. Imagine knowing that collectors around the world are searching for examples just like the one in your hand. That feeling is what keeps people in this hobby for decades. Now let's talk about the numbers, because this is the part everyone waits for. Most turning Jefferson nickels are common. They are worth face value. Some better examples may be worth a few dollars. High-grade uncirculated coins can sell for much more. Error coins and rare varieties can reach into the thousands. But the absolute finest known examples, the ones with perfect strikes, flawless surfaces, and exceptional eye appeal, have reached values that surprise even seasoned collectors. In rare cases, when the right coin meets the right buyer at the right time, the value of a top-tier 2001 Jefferson nickel has reached as high as $90,000.